get there. Let's hear it one more time. What do we want?
Equal rights!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Equal rights!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Equal rights!
When do we want it?
Now!
So just a quick shout out to John Keith, a member of our community. He's running for local office over here. Stand up, right over there. So our next speaker, James Caroline, doesn't need much of an introduction. He's an amazing award-winning slam poet, and I give it off to him.
Hey Boston! How are you? I want to give it up for Join the Impact Now. I'm not, you know, we're not like together. They just ask me to come in sometimes and they tell me what to do and I do it. So I got a text from Paul this weekend and I knew what it was before I opened it. It's kind of a rant, kind of a speech. It's not a poem yet. I'm going to take mad artistic license and use all of my cred to do this now, if that's okay. I also want to say, just leading into this on Facebook today, I was blown away by the support from, you know, I know a lot of people in like the, you know, the music scene in Boston, and a lot of them were really angry about this, and it was really encouraging and sweet. I didn't know how wide the reaction would be, and a friend of mine in a great band actually took a picture of California with his hand next to it, with a big thumbs down. But the dialogue below that, the comments, a lot of people had no idea what he was talking about. So keep that in mind. Be very, very vocal. Talk about this. Bring it up at parties. Talk about it in bars. Can you hear me? Okay. I'm used to monitors, so all I can hear is like an echo. Be really vocal about it. Talk about it a lot. A lot of people don't even know that this is happening. Like, New Hampshire is still pending. They're gonna send people up to Maine. I want to go desperately. You know, they have lobster, right? I'll eat a cockroach if it comes out of the sea. I saw this other post on Facebook from this kid who lives in California. He posted an article suggesting that people burn down the state Supreme Court house. I kind of thought that was wasteful. I thought it was a waste of energy. I totally understand. I see things on stage and people cringe. I can see it, but I do it anyway. I think, however, that I'm real glad he took it down. I think that arson is not something we want to be involved with. And I'm pretty sure that's like I can see Sarah Palin being like, terrorists, they're terrorists. But I promise you that he won't be there tonight committing arson. Just like a lot of people here, myself included, will always call someone out on the T for calling someone a faggot. I promise you that. This isn't about marriage or politics, it's about bigotry. It's about they're not wanting to get their hands dirty with us. Going to gay bars and rallies isn't activism, so I thank you for being here. I doubt if any of my straight friends showed up, which sucks, but so does the fact that civil rights were ever put to a vote. That many only really act out in our own communities, and even then so cutely so. So this is for our brothers and sisters in California. In a church outside of Lexington, Massachusetts, two women become the other's other, the always and forever, and then no one suffers for it. Imagine that. And when a church marries several women to one man, or in a small sect, 14-year-old girls to 50-year-old men, there is anguish documented, the bone of one story, a smaller sky for many. Talking about the LDS there. When Americans are voted into caste, when our hearts are debated, I can only begin to count the long train of abuses. The sewn mouths, the men drugged to death by cars, the pistol-whipped college student, the 12-year-old shot by a classmate whose father said I would have done the same thing. So outlaw and harlot, may hard truth and loyal burn. May we kiss stones from hands, come booted and loud. The rain will fall and rise again. We have been so brave sometimes, but always we have been here. Since the first flag was sown, sorry. Since the first flag was sown, yet we cannot be honest and defend our country. But we can act an ass and decorate someone's apartment on television. So cute. May the friction of these laws against you warm you. And for our enemies, for the other side of the table, for across the tracks, I say this. It is celebrated for a man to say that he has beat another man to the ground. But laughable for someone to say that he loves another man. So may you backwash. May your children never come to you with a secret, never know the simple hatred of your voting hand, the sick refusal of your heart to give up freedom to those who can tell you what it means to rise and kick and fall and rise. We are waiting beautifully to California from Boston, where Paul Revere said, "Wake the